I've been using AI tools intensively for months, but then I discovered something that completely blew my mind. And it's going to change how you think about working with AI forever, too. What if I told you that there's an AI tool that's visual, where you can literally see all of your context laid out like a whiteboard? It can analyze everything from videos to documents to PDFs to audio files to help you create better content and better results from what you're working with the AI. And it can do all of this faster and leveraging the leading models from all of the different platforms straight from within your browser. So here's the thing that drives me crazy about most AI tools. You throw some text at ChatGPT or Claude and you get an answer, but there's no context. You can upload a file or two, or you can go and manually copy and paste the transcript from a YouTube video. But you and I both know that it takes so much work to do that. And then what you get back out from these tools is AI drivel. Sometimes it surprises you, but it doesn't have the meat. It doesn't have the specific knowledge that you need it to have to give you great responses. And this is what Blort solves. Here's the website. You go to getblort.com and you can start to see how this works. You can paste in a social media post. You can paste in a video that's gone viral. You can create a folder full of context. So I have a folder where I put all of my videos, all of my books, my research reports, all the content that I create. So it can use that as context for creating content in my voice. I can create another folder with best practices. If I wanted to write scripts for YouTube videos, I'll give it all of my content. Plus, I'll give it the 5 or 6 best videos that I've found on YouTube about writing great YouTube scripts. And then all I have to do is tell it, take all of this background information, take the guidelines that I've provided in this other folder, and then take this outline that I've given you about a new video I want to make and write an awesome script in my voice that will be engaging, and it will do the whole thing in a split second. And with that, I can create a workflow then of consistently creating great scripts for my videos. Now, you know me, I'm Dennis from ratio.dev. We've built dozens of applications. We've helped hundreds of people with no-code solutions. And I test pretty much every AI tool that I come across. So when I tell you one is different, I mean it. And Blort is powered by advanced AI, and it's got, for example, over 250,000 viral videos built in too, so that you can use them to study, to create structures and frameworks for your videos, for example. So here's what most people don't understand about AI. It's that context is everything. The difference between getting a generic response and getting something truly valuable is how much relevant context you can provide. And that's what's so cool about, because you can come into a board and you can have as many boards as you want. So I'm going to come over and share my screen here. By the way, you can see here, this is the website. Here you can see what a board would look like. It has a couple of videos connected here. You just drag and drop the lines to connect them to your chat. And then you write in your prompt and boom, you're on your way. I'm going to go into one of my, so here you can see, this is a big board. I'm going to zoom out and you can see that these whiteboards can get as big and complicated as you need them to be. So here you can see, I've got a whole bunch of my YouTube videos. Here I've got the PDFs of my books. Here are the podcast episodes. And I can just drag lines from these folders and create a new check window and generate really awesome stuff. So let me tell you now a little bit about, why I think this is really special. First of all, this ability to do it visually really lets you see what you're getting. One thing I like to do is if I see on YouTube a video that might be interesting, how many times have you thought, that might be, maybe this guy has something cool to say, but do I really want to spend 14.5 minutes figuring out if it's great? So I just take the link, I paste it into Blort, and I connect it to a chat. I say, summarize this video for me. And it will not only read the whole transcript of the video, but it will actually look at the video visually to see if there's things there that could be important as well. And you can do that with Claude. You can do that with ChatGPT. You can do it with Gemini, whichever tool you want to use inside Blort. And boom, in 3 minutes, you have, in a nutshell, what that video is about. If it really looks compelling, then you go and watch it. And otherwise, you've got the meat of the video and you've saved yourself 11 minutes. So that's another little cool way you can use. So here you can see that this, if I'm going to zoom in on this board here just a little bit, and you can see where I have up here all of my videos, or a bunch of my videos pasted in. I've got information about our company. I've got a profile information about Ratio. I've got personal information that I wanted to be able to use so that it can pull out stories that I've come from my career. I've recorded those and it can use those for my personal stories in the scripts. You can see here, I've got a folder that talks about script writing and about hooks and about retention and some great guidelines there. And then I just outline my video, what I want to talk about, the main points that I want to give. And then I say, okay, take my context and combine it into a cool video script. And then I just edit it to make sure that I'm comfortable with it and I'm good to go. And that is one core way of using Blort. Another cool thing that you could do in Blort is you could create images. So you can do the same thing. You can create a folder with 10 or 12 images that you like, thumbnails or something, and you can say, okay, take these, create a new thumbnail for this video, and boom, it'll put it together. Unfortunately, ChatGPT doesn't actually create perfect 16:9 landscape images anymore. I don't know why they did that, but you can still adapt it. That's pretty cool. By the way, if you're liking this, I do recommend that you go to ratio.dev and grab access to our free no-code resource center. That's where we put in all of our vetted plugins that we've tested, and where we put in the how-to videos, our podcast episodes, great books to read, more recommended tools like we're doing here in this video. And it's totally free. It's updated every week. Just go to ratio.dev or in the link below and sign up, and you'll be getting updates. It will make your life easier for you. Okay. Why does this really matter? I think this is really revolutionary because it works like our brains work. We don't think in linear conversations all the time. This lets you put together on the fly all of the different pieces of the puzzle, and then just know that you can just tell the AI, hey, take this and mix it together, shake it up, and boom, you've got a martini dry, not stirred, whatever it was that James Bond used to say. Okay. So whether you're a content creator, you're planning a video, you're a marketer, another cool thing that I have boards for mentors. Would you like to have Alex Hormozy on your team and have him work for you? That's going to cost you a bunch of money, right? I have a board for Alex, and I have all of his best YouTube videos grouped together in a folder. And then I can go and I can just sit down in a chat window and say, okay, I want you to take all of this information from Alex and tell me what you think about this product offer that I'm thinking of building. And boom, Alex gives me live feedback on my offer. And it's awesome. It's great. And I have another board. If I wanted to improve my copywriting, I could go get Frank Kern to give me advice on my copy. Or if I want to build a new landing page, I can go grab, the best videos I can find about creating high converting landing pages. And I can say, okay, now take this landing page design and tell me how we can improve it. And boom, it does it. And it will look at the image and it will take all of that context and say, you should do this. And now you can up your game, and you can do this fast. These are the kinds of workflows that you can't really do using just ChatGPT or Claude on its own. You can create projects now and stuff, but it just isn't as visual. It isn't as fast. It isn't as easy to combine different formats of content and give it all sorts of context. And that's why I think that this is a tool that you really should check out and see if you can put to use in your business. If you do, let me know how it goes with you. I'd like to hear how your experience is. Because the future of AI isn't just about better models or better, faster responses. It's about the user interface. It's about the experience. It's about getting the most out of it. And I think that's why Blort gets us really close. Don't forget about getting the free access to our no-code resource center, links below. And if you've enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you giving it a like or subscribing. That would be awesome. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.